Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Kenny's Movie Palace for a little bit of a different video. This one is from Ollie from Ollie Loves Movies. I'll leave a link below. And apparently, the YouTube community is doing a activity about their top 10 movies of the 21st century. So I've already watched Ollie's. I've already watched Stewart's. Um, and I've watched Roy's too. So I'm really interested in hearing what you guys have to say. So I am going to task three people on this. I am going to task my buddy Sean from Movie Assault. I am going to task Grandpop Jim from Jim's Movie Channel. And my man Mr. Dan from Mr. Dan Horror. So I'm interested to see how their lists compared to a lot of others. So, without further ado, I will give you my top 10. Now, remember, these are my personal picks. These are not like the world's greatest, movies, but these are my top 10, my personal favorites from the last 25 years. Number 10 is a very good and very underrated Western movie, and that's with Open Range. Robert Duvall, Kevin Costner, and Annette Bening. So I was really surprised that never got any Oscar love. It's a beautiful looking movie, well acted, well done movie. My next one is this is coming out of left field, but then again, it's me that's making the list. So number 9 is Elf with Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell could have went a whole different way with this, but I think he got the really boyish charm and the innocence of youth and being a child, just like Tom Hanks did in Big. I'm not saying that he was as good as Tom Hanks, and I'm not saying he's as bad as Tom Hanks, but if he would have done it in another way, it would have came off phony. Whereas he did it in Elf, he really pulled it off, and I really thought he deserved an Oscar nomination for that. That's just my opinion. Number 8 on my list is the favorite one of the Lord of the Rings. I love the Lord of the Rings, but my favorite is Return of the King. So I think it's a really well done movie. It looks beautiful, and it's really well written. So that is number 8. Number 7 is one that I've been banging the drum for since I seen it, and it's a movie called The Outfit with Mark Rylance. It's a 2019 movie, and I really wish it would have been nominated for an Academy Award. It all takes place in a tailor shop, and what happens, it takes place in the 30s, and the mob has a drop box in the back. And things happen there, like there's hits that go on. It's correspondence between the mob bosses of Chicago. So it's a really interesting, well done, thought provoking movie. And a little tip at the end. At the end of the movie, the suit that he's making, Rylance actually made that suit because before he was an actor, he was a master tailor in Britain. So a little bit of knowledge for you to drop. Number 6 on my list is a really beautiful movie I didn't see until it was after the Oscars when it was nominated that year, and that's Belfast, the Kenneth Branagh movie. Not only does he have one of the coolest names in the world, but it's just a really beautifully well done, and it's not all about the action or anything like that. It's just like the relationships between the parents, the grandparents, and I think it's really well done. It's a really beautiful movie. Number 5. Now, I was flipping this between 4 and 5, but I just settled this on 4. It's Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Great movie, well acted. Gary Oldman is fantastic in this movie. I like the original, but the Gary Oldman version is really good also. Highly recommended if you haven't seen this movie. But it's just an absolutely terrific movie. Number 4 is from the trilogy, and this is the last of the trilogy, but I think it really, really works well. And all three are like some of my favorite movies, and that's Before Sunset with Julie Delpy and Ethan Hawke. I think these are the movies that Kevin Smith wanted to make, but he's not good enough to make because the dialogue is so great, and it's just basically a conversation. It's just a absolutely beautiful movie. If you haven't seen the trilogy, highly recommend seeing getting the trilogy. I know I got the Criterion Collection when it was on sale, but highly recommend the trilogy. If you just want to have like a good date night with your girl, just put that on, get a pizza, get a Pepsi, and just enjoy your night. Number 3 is one of the most odd movies in the world, and you're watching it, and it's just like the first 10 minutes, you're like blubbering like a schoolgirl, and that's Up. How a picture could just make you cry like that is unbelievable, and it's got a beautiful story. Squirrel, you know. But Up is just a really beautiful movie, and that's like one of my favorite Pixar movies. I would have went with Toy Story, but that was 95. So number 2 is one that Sean introduced me to, and I wasn't going to watch it, but after he said how good it was, and that is Furiosa, the Mad Max saga. That movie just totally blew me away. You could do so many stories with that one movie, and it feels like it's 2 different stories. Once the little girl goes back to the mom, movie just is awesome. I highly recommend that. If you haven't seen that one, go find it, and especially watch it with a big sound system. Like I had my sound bar on, and it was like rattling the walls. So that's number 2. And if you know me, number 1 is probably the best movie I've seen in the last 25 years. Godzilla -1. Absolutely an astonishing looking. Everything is like it's perfect. And how it didn't win it won an Oscar, but how it didn't get nominated for Best Picture a couple years ago is beyond me. It's a great movie. Highly recommend that watching that. It's just a beautiful movie. I got the big ass set that me and Sean got from Godzilla.com, and it's just so good. So that's my number 1, Godzilla -1, and I cannot wait till the sequel comes out or the new Godzilla movie comes out. I believe in November. So that's it. That's my top 10. I'll read them again just in case you want to write these down. Number 10 is Open Range. Number 9 is Elf. Number 8 is Return of the King. Number 7 is The Outfit. Number 6 is Belfast. Number 5 is Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Number 4 is Before Sunset. Number 3 is Up. Number 2 is Furiosa Mad Max Saga. And my number 1 with a bullet is Godzilla -1. So that's it. Please join in on the fun. Let's see how many of these we can do. And I'm always interested in hearing everybody's movies. Like I said, my list is probably totally different from everybody else's. I know it's different from Roy's, and I know it's totally different from Stewart's. So, but let's have a good time and see how everybody does. So, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will be back soon with a new video, and everybody have a good time. Be careful and be safe out there, and bundle up. It's cold out there. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.